The President's directive is unequivocal to the armed forces. He said that every inch of the Nigerian territory must be secured and every citizen must live free of fear wherever they may find themselves in this country. This regional dimension underscores why Nigeria continues to champion greater cooperation within the ECOWAS sub-region, the African Union, and with other international partners, including the United States of America, to stabilize the Sahel region and cut off transnational lifelines for terrorism to thrive. Our military and other security agencies are winning the war on terrorism, and the results in the past years, and most especially in the last 2 years of the Tinubu leadership, are real and they are also remarkable. Of course, we know that challenges continue to exist and the President is not shying away or running away from them. Rather, they are being confronted headlong to ensure that we all live a country that is free from this criminal activity. We have made stringent efforts in curtailing access to small arms and light weapons by non-state actors. Security agencies have recovered and destroyed over 5,000 military-grade rifles. They have also intercepted over 20 gun-running networks in the past few months. This administration has now made multi-billion-dollar investments in modernized equipment for our security agencies and has increased the defense and security budget to ensure that they carry their duty more efficiently. The President has always given the military his absolute support, and I assure you that there is the political will to remove the last vestiges of the menace of terrorism in our country. In the last 2 years, significant progress, to give you an example, has been made in the war against terrorism across the Northwest, Northeast, Southeast, North Central, and other parts of this country. Within this period, the number of terrorism-related attacks has plummeted. In March, a report, and I want you to listen to this, in March this year, a report by the Global Terrorism Index indicated that terrorist attacks were at their lowest in over a decade in Nigeria. The Nigerian government did not say this. It is also the international community represented by the Global Terrorism Index that has given out this information. In the last 8 months, the Nigerian military have neutralized over 592 terrorists in Borno State alone. Many of them have been sent to their own world beyond. Over 11,200 hostages have been freed, 11,200 hostages, and this is still going on. More importantly, over 124 insurgents and their families have surrendered. They have handed over more than 11,000 weapons to the security agencies. In the Northwest, especially in Zamfara and Kaduna, 11,250 hostages have been freed. And some of the terror leaders that have made life very unbearable for people there have been neutralized. They include Ali Kachalla, Boderi, Halilu Sububu, and many others. All these have been sent to where they belong. Only this August, the military intercepted and killed in one operation over 400 armed bandits who had conveyed to attack a village in Zamfara. In the southeastern part of the country, terror attacks have been reduced by almost 80% in the last 2 years through the joint effort of our security agencies. In the North Central, many of these criminal elements have been neutralized. Many arrests have been made. The government is ratcheting up its effort to ensure that more robust security in the North Central is provided as new threats continue to emerge. Let us also note that less than 2 months ago, 2 internationally acclaimed terrorism suspects, Mahmoud Muhammad Usman, and one Abubakar Abba, who are wanted not just by Nigeria, they are wanted by the international community, including the United States, are currently undergoing prosecution after their arrest by a great coordination by our security agencies and the armed forces. The two are believed to be the leaders of Jama'atu Ansar Muslimina fi Bidali Sudan, commonly known as Ansaru. It is Nigeria's Al-Qaeda affiliate. They were captured, like I said, in a high-risk, intelligence-led counter-terrorism operation only a few months ago, and this has been welcomed by the international community. The arrest of these people have marked a turning point in our ongoing operations against terrorism. Usman, the self-styled emir of Ansaru, allegedly coordinated various terrorist sleeper cells across Nigeria. He is also believed to have masterminded several high-profile kidnappings and robberies, the proceeds of which were used to finance terrorism over the years. That has been cut off by this singular operation. And Abba, Usman's chief of staff and deputy, is alleged to have led the so-called Mahmudawa cells, which operated around the Kainji National Park, located on the border between the states of Niger and Kwara, as well as on the border with Niger, with Benin Republic. Another terror suspect, Khalid Al-Barnawi, accused of being the mastermind of the August 26, 2011 bombing of the UN complex in Abuja, in which 20 people were killed and more than 70 others injured, is also facing prosecution. Captured in 2016, Al-Barnawi is facing trial along with 4 other terror suspects: Mohammed Bashir Saleh, Umar Mohammed Bello, also known as Dekti, Mohammed Salisu, and Yakubu Nuhu, also known as Bello Maishai. On August 11, 5 terror suspects were arraigned before a federal high court in Abuja over their alleged involvement in the June 5, 2022 attack on the St. Francis Catholic Church, Owo, in Ondo State, southwest Nigeria. Also undergoing trial as the suspect arrested in connection with the Yelwata massacre. You remember the Benue incident in Yelwata in Benue State, in Guma local government area, on June 13 this year, 2025, where dozens of people were killed and about 107 were injured. This drew worldwide condemnation. On June 24, after a sweeping operation, 26 suspects in connection with this massacre were arrested. In August of this year, terrorism-related charges were filed before the Federal High Court in Abuja against these suspects. There are hundreds of other suspects under the military's protective custody whose cases are being handled by the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation in accordance with our laws. So far, 125 of the terrorists have already been convicted. The various arrests and trials of terrorism suspects show that Nigeria's security agencies have been diligent in dealing with the perpetrators of terror in the country. Of course, we recognize that more needs to be done to secure Nigeria, and that is why the President is working assiduously and issuing directives to the new service chiefs to ensure that they indeed wipe out the remnants of this criminal element. We shall continue to make the suspects accountable for disrupting the peace of our country in consonance with the rule of law. The federal government will not relent until the remnants of these criminal elements and perpetrators are permanently removed from our country. The government of Nigeria remains open and willing to work closely with any member of the international community, including the United States of America and other nations and partners, to achieve our shared goal. That is the complete elimination of terrorism and criminal violence extremists on the Nigerian soil. Mr. President has vowed and is continuing to work to ensure that wherever they are, all those that are making Nigeria unsafe in this country are permanently removed from this country. And we are having a great march in that direction. The cooperation between Nigeria and the United States of America has already resulted in the delivery of a dozen Super Tucano aircraft, which have been of tremendous impact in the anti-insurgency fight, with another dozen AH-1Z Viper attack helicopters in the process of being acquired by the Nigerian Air Force. We call on our American friends and partners to approach the Nigerian situation with an understanding of its complex realities. Nigeria is a vast, multi-ethnic, multi-religious nation making significant strides in economic reform and in bolstering of a security architecture. We believe that constructive engagement is the surest and most effective way to achieve peace and stability, not only in Nigeria, but in any part of the world. Nigeria welcomes dialogue, welcomes cooperation, we also welcome support from foreign nations, including the United States of America, in addressing our shared security concerns. We warmly invite all our partners, both domestic and international, to join us in this noble endeavor, anchored on trust, on collaboration, and also based on mutual respect. The President Tinubu administration remains ever faithful and committed to its duty of securing our nation and its people. We want to assure Nigeria and Nigerians that the country is indeed in capable and steady hands under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is leading the charge to boost our economy, to strengthen our military and intelligence capabilities, and lead the country towards greater and shared prosperity for everyone. On the current misreading and misjudging of the reality of Nigeria's true security situation by the United States, President Tinubu is taking the lead to resolve all areas of misunderstanding through all available diplomatic and political channels, just as the federal government welcomes more collaboration, assistance, and partnership with all our foreign partners, including the United States of America. Nigeria, indeed, is not running away from the fact that, yes, indeed, we have this big security challenge. And therefore, we welcome all our partners, all our friends, from wherever they may be, to please come and join hands with us in the understanding of our situation and also in helping us to get rid of this menace. I want to thank you for your attention. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.